Sheesh, 20 minutes in and already giving problems.
Well, the good news is that we got all the time we want.
God damn. Okay, we're back live. Sorry about that, but I think we're gonna have a bad case of some small minor hiccups. So let's see if we can get this going. Don't freeze me up. Okay, got a little movement. Oh. Jeez, we're talking about like time machines freezing and everything else, and the game froze. There we go. Yeah, it definitely looked like the prop department went nuts with this thing.
Yep.
Okay, let's get Chaos in here.
They went so nuts that... Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Final Fantasy is technically canon to this as well. Damn 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, like, I would sooner believe that Final Fantasy was a movie set than Back to the Future.
Alrighty.
I wonder if there'll be a level where we have to clean up Doc Brown's lab. Could you imagine how funny that would be, having to clean the scale model of Hill Valley?
Yeah.
Please, excuse the crudity of this model. I haven't time to build it the scale or to paint it.
Alright. Yeesh. Are you sure we don't need an ice scraper for this thing?
I think that basically as long as the water is hot enough, and I mean hotter than the fires of hell and damnation itself, yeah, it should be alright. Well, you better hurry up. I'm pretty sure that they've got Einstein in there. Einstein, you little devil!
Let's see. Did you get my invite, Chaos?
No.
What? That's weird. Oh, well, let's try this again.
Here we go.
There we go. Yeah, typical when it comes to DLC releases, there's always those first week hiccups.
Yep.
There we go.
Although it is still fitting that this got released in November.
Yeah? How incredible does this car look, right? Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. That's why we gotta fix this.
No idea what all the bits are or what they do, but it looks like how I imagine a time machine to look if it was a car.
It really makes me wish that DeLoreans actually did have those back exhaust ports.
Yeah. By the way, we had to keep the gold wing doors locked.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I hope that the dog isn't in there.
The team have installed some highly sensitive electronics inside that don't mix well with water.
Ah.
Thankfully, the electronics on the outside mixes pretty well with water, otherwise we'd be doomed. Doomed!
Also, from what I've already seen, there's going to be a dog hopping in and out all night anyway.
Einstein.
Now, in this scene, I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Already at 85%.
Yep. It's hard to pick up what everyone's saying unless you stood next to the boom mic, which I'm not allowed to do as I fidget too much. Considering how much you haven't slept, I'm not surprised. However, judging from the last shot, Doc, the car's inventor, has an extremely clever dog that's capable of driving a car.
Well, sort of.
Just to let you know, they're planning on testing out the time travel special effects soon, so watch out for that.
Time travel special effects. Okay,
I got a bad feeling about this gag. I'm gonna be on top of the car.
That basically confirms it for me, because I was starting to think that all this was just an elaborate cover-up to basically cover up the fact that this thing might actually be real.
When you're done on the car, they're going to put you through its paces. They're going to put it through its paces. Oh, boy. Not put it. You're about to see some serious special effects. Uh-oh.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because, I mean, from what I know about movie sets, whenever they have, like, ice, special effects ice, they don't actually cover the thing with actual ice. That would be ridiculous. The ice is actually wax props that look like ice. So, if this thing's actually covered in ice that could actually melt...
Oh, gosh.
Alright.
How many little bits is in this thing?
Oh, yes. You don't want to know.
Considering that some of these things did, like, cover the text messages, I'm not surprised.
Emergency coolant tank.
Have I ever mentioned how much I really dislike the 99? Like, it always feels like a lie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what they say, it's never actually 99%.
There we go.
Temporal field, gyroscope, emergency coolant tank, steam separator. The heck? Well, I can definitely say some of these things are definitely in the back of the car somewhere.
I mean, isn't that incredible? Doc Brown made a compact nuclear reactor and he fitted it into a car.
Okay, the temporal...
I can't believe Tony stole his work off of him.
Okay, the temporal field gyroscope is this little black thing that's in here. Oh! What the heck?
Get back here, you! I don't
Is that a crime?
Oh god.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Wait!
Oh. Watch this! Watch this! Ah! What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
Chaos? Did you just see what I just saw?
The temporal displacement took place at exactly 1:28 1 a.m. in 0 seconds!
No one must know. Clean up the evidence.
Yeah, let's clean this up. Let's clean this up.
I knew it was real. I knew it.
There's one piece of evidence that we can't clean up.
What's that?
It forgot its license plate. Okay,
Alright.
looks like the rest
We
of the
done.
fire went out on its own, but,
You guys
Oh,
move
the
out of
card.
the way. Move out of the way.
80 miles per hour! How the heck? How the heck?
I had to see that from your perspective. That was funny.
I kind of missed part of that because I just saw a flash and I started moving back.
It went 1 minute into the future. While you guys were cleaning up the fire trails, it basically skipped over that minute to arrive exactly at this point in time.
Damn.
Well, we got 2 trophies out of that.
I found it so funny how it just like went back and back. I chase it. It turns around. And I start running away.
I know. Okay. Just want to drop you a note, say thanks for doing another perfect job. Anyone who goes the extra mile is certainly a future for this industry. We won't hesitate to contact you should anything else come up, which most certainly will. There's no messier business than show business. You'll need to review your local directories listings or whatever. Alex will sort it. Thanks a lot.
By the way, can I just say how funny it is that we can actually put out the flames with the power washer?
Yeah. Oh, guess what? We're doing
What?
the clock tower.
Hmm?
The clock tower! Oh man, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, hey, PowerWash Services, any chance you're free to come to the Universal Studios backlot? We're just wrapping up our film's incredible climax sequence where the special effects team threw everything at our clock tower, even lightning. Now, the film's in the can, but we needed meticulously cleaned down for the next production. You did a fantastic job on our vehicles, so naturally you're the first person we thought of. Thanks a lot.
I love the implication here that Hollywood actually does have access to half of the technology they show off in media.
Well, I don't have a funny feeling the reason why we had that loading level issue was because of these special effects.
Probably.
Man, it's just so unfair. I'm like so far behind you guys.
I mean, oh god. Yeah, they threw everything at this thing. Thank goodness we got our scaffolding. Anyways, we got the paint job, we got... Okay. Welcome back. We let the front doors open so that you can use the staircase. That should make cleaning the stuff up by the clock tower much easier. Much easier. Thank you, Alex.
I mean, this DLC will not be complete unless we have to clean out Biff's car. We have to
I
clean
still
all the
haven't
manure.
seen the script, but I've watched them film this scene 1,000 times, so I can talk you through it. Hey, Oz, what the heck?
What? I did nothing.
You're playing with the clock bell.
I wonder for who the bell tolls.
Well, when you guys clean off the clock face, let me know what time it stopped on.
Okay.
But yeah, they totally need to have a mission where you have to clean out the manure from Biff's car.
Ew. Well, not the grossest thing. I mean, we did clean up eggs.
So, eggs rank higher than manure in your mind.
You wouldn't like the egg toss at my family's Labor Day party.
Okay, so maybe manure, maybe worse.
The sacrifices she's willing to make for this relationship.
I mean, Biff totally deserves it across both movies, but it is kind of sad when you realize that basically he crashes into a manure truck. He gets his car covered in manure. Has to spend $300 to get that stuff out of it, get his car cleaned and like fixed up after all that. And then, literally within the next 12 hours or so after picking it up, he ends up doing it again.
Biff. He's the bully, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay. I thought that name
Alrighty, I
sounded
got the
familiar.
time.
What's time?
Alrighty. If I'm reading this correctly...
It's a clock.
Well,
It
it's
is indeed a clock. It's 10:05.
Actually, it's 10:04.
Fuck!
But that's close, I'll give you that.
Still, I cannot get over that last job.
I'm surprised. I honestly saw it coming from the get-go.
I personally found it funny. I found it funny how I tried to get ahead, then it immediately turned around, and my first instinct was to run.
I honestly wish that it had locked onto you guys' location so that if you guys had been standing together, it would have come right at you. But LT, she got out of the way too quickly.
Well, what was I supposed to do? That thing was going to run us over.
No, it wasn't.
My fight or flight instincts was telling me to run.
Although, quite frankly, if Doc had been wrong about that, if 88 miles per hour wasn't the threshold for getting it to activate, then he and Marty would have been killed.
Yeah, I'd say so. So, Doc's climbed the clock tower. Okay.
Look at the time! You've got less than 4 minutes!
4 minutes?
I think that's because he's scared of 3 things. Big cats, heights, and lightning. And he's trying exposure therapy. His plan is to hug a sculpture of a puma and then zipline his way to the ground in a thunderstorm. 3 birds, 1 stone.
I've never heard the climax described like that.
But when he emerges onto the ledge of the clock tower, he sees the puma. He panics.
Oh.
He's bitten off way more than he could chew. Something tells me that's not the first time. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, I'd say that basically it's fairly self-conclusive. Because I'm just busy thinking about how as they're basically writing this DLC, they're thinking, how can we write it as if we have no idea what the movie is about? Because pretending to not know about something is actually harder than, like, not actually knowing about it.
Very true.
Is there a puma? Is there a statue of a puma up there?
Yes. They're gargoyles. They flanked the clock tower.
Okay.
You want to come give them a pet or something?
Okay, I'm all curious now. I'm going up there. Let's see here. Where's the stairs? Oh, there's the stairs. How many stairs get to... Oh my god, even the inside. Oh, there's an interact thing.
Peekaboo.
And there is the puma. Hi, kitty.
Oh look, they even have the section of the ledge where it crumbled under Doc's foot.
Oh my gosh! Yeah!
Oh, did he fall off?
Yeah,
He almost
look!
fell off.
Yeah, he almost fell off. Look! There's a chunk missing.
Oh man, that would be extremely painful. The good thing that he managed to. Ah!
Hands!
It's okay, I defy gravity, I'm fine.
Oh!
He'll be alright, he just landed on his head.
Nah, his feet. He's like a cat.
Honestly, both scenarios could be true. After all, I fall on my head plenty of times as a child. I'm pretty sure it's probably the hardest bone in my body by this point.
Oh god! Ah! Oh god! You know what, for safety's sake, I'm going with the long extension. Okay, it doesn't reach up there unless I use the scaffolding. There we go. That should help. Ah. Let's see here. Yeah, I definitely feel safer doing it from the cleaning this up from the scaffolding. Oh, sorry. You know, if the DeLorean suddenly appears behind me, I'm gonna freak out.
I mean, technically, if I know the movie as well as I do, the DeLorean should literally be right around that corner.
You know, I'm having a weird memory coming in about a scene. Wasn't there a moment where Biff's future self came to him with like some sort of baseball thing that predicted a winning, and it caused the past to change?
Yep, that's the entire plot of Back to the Future Part 2.
Ah.
You see, in that movie, Doc goes ahead into the future and checks out Marty's future family and realizes that his family gets in trouble, and it all starts with his son and Biff's grandson basically getting together and doing a robbery together. So he takes Marty into the future so that they can stop his son. But unfortunately, Marty gets the idea to buy a sports almanac. Oh.
Okay, Alex is talking. Doc tries to focus by pulling up the zip line from his friend Marty below. Marty tries to warn Doc about something. Not exactly sure what, but his timing stinks. It's in the middle of a thunderstorm and Doc can't hear a thing. Oh, no kidding there.
Not to mention the clock starts chiming.
So Doc returns to his exposure therapy and hugs the puma. It cures him.
Honestly, I think at some level this guy is taking the mick. He has to be.
Now on to fears 2 and 3. Oh dear. Anyway, so I'm guessing Marty leaves the sports almanac behind and things go crazy.
Not exactly. Marty gets the idea to buy the sports almanac because he realizes that with info from the future, he could go back and place bets and always win because he knows what the outcome is going to be.
Oh
However,
my freaking god.
At the same time, older Biff, who's like now in his 80s at this point, probably his 70s maybe, he's actually been eavesdropping on Marty and Doc when he realizes that Marty Jr., Marty's son, was actually replaced by this by this other guy. So he basically has been eavesdropping on them and learns basically the entire story. When Doc finds out that Marty has the almanac, he basically says that we're not taking this back to 1985. I didn't make the time machine to win at gambling. So he tries to throw it away, and that's where old Biff gets his hands on it. At this point, Jennifer, that's Marty's girlfriend, she basically has been lying unconscious in an alley this entire time because she was asking too many questions. The police find her, and they take her back home because they assume that she's the Jennifer of the future, of 2015. So they take her to Marty's future home in Hilldale, and as Marty and Doc are following the cops, Biff gets into a cab and follows them, while they go try to rescue Jennifer at Marty's house, trying to prevent her younger self and older self from seeing each other. They leave the time machine unguarded. So Biff, he steals the time machine, goes back to 1955, gives the book to his younger self 3 years before he turns 18 so that he can have time to prepare and get some money in the bank so that he can become a millionaire on his 21st birthday. And that completely throws off the course of history.
Yeah. Oh, Alex is talking. The storm is brewing now.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
This guy looks fine.
To connect the zip line, Doc has to walk along the ledge and plug into the base of the clock tower's weather vane. Oh dear. But the ledge crumbles beneath his feet. Yep. That must have been what Marty was warning Doc about, the ledge substandard construction. Somehow Doc holds on and tries to plug in the zip line, but it's pinned down by this awful log. Ooh, boy, as if things will not get any worse for this scene. Yeah, you think that of course they would stop messing with time by now.
Well, when you think about it, the entirety of Back to the Future only takes place over the course of a few days, and literally after the event with them having to rescue Jennifer is over, Doc literally resolves, I'm going to destroy the time machine because it's just too risky. And unfortunately, when they get back to 1985, it's already been altered because Biff changed the past, so he can't get rid of the time machine yet. They've got to go back and they've got to fix this.
Is that also the film where they had the train?
No, that happens in the third movie. Because
Okay.
you see, after the climax of the second one, when Marty manages to get the book away from Biff's younger self, they fly out into a field and Marty burns the almanac, thus restoring the timeline back to what it is supposed to be. However, because the famous storm is happening literally at this exact same time, Doc can't land the DeLorean, and the DeLorean gets struck by lightning while it's in the air, and
Oops.
Marty assumes, and the DeLorean disappears, so Marty assumes that Doc just got vaporized, only for him to suddenly receive a mysterious letter that Western Union has been holding for the last 70 years. As it turns out, Doc is alive. The lightning bolt activated the flux capacitor and sent Doc 70 years into the past to 1885, where he's basically been living the past few months trying to figure out a way if he can fix the time machine and get back home. Unfortunately, it won't be possible because he doesn't have the means of fixing it, but the 1955 counterpart does. So Doc buries the DeLorean in a nearby mine and gives Marty instructions on how he and his younger self can fix it so that Marty can get home, and he literally tells Marty, "Don't come back to get me. When you get back to 1985, just destroy the time machine." And Marty was going to do it, too. Like, Doc was going to be content living in 1885, just basically enjoying whatever is left of his life out there, until Marty and the younger Doc discover Doc's grave and find out that he gets killed 7 days after he wrote the letter. Yep.
Oops.
So, basically, Marty makes it his mission to go to 1885 and rescue Doc so that he doesn't get killed.
Wow.
And I think that you can imagine who it is that is going to who's going to kill him.
I'm guessing it's someone the famous Wes.
Nope, it's actually Biff's great-grandfather, Buford Mad Dog Tannen.
Ah.
So.
Okay, eventually
Can't get rid of the guy.
Yep. Eventually, Doc reaches the cable, but the storm's directly overhead. There's no time to question his fear of heights. He has to zip line down to the ground before he gets electrocuted. Oh boy. He makes it Fear 2 tick onto the lightning. There we go. Oh boy. Now on the ground, he grabs a cable glowing with lightning as Marty drives past in the car. Oh no.
Wait a second. All that lightning was special effects. Those had to be added in post-production.
Doc celebrates overcoming his final fear by dancing in Marty's fiery trail. How all this ties in with time travel is anyone's guess.
Well, when you really think about it, time traveling at the end of the day is just traveling. You just may know more about it than you would otherwise think.
Yep. Speaking of time traveling shenanigans, Death Battle's got themselves an interesting episode this week.
Death Battle.
Oh, what is it?
Doctor Who versus Rick from Rick and Morty.
Oh, of course. Unfortunately, Rick is going to win. Doctor Who is a natural pacifist. It's like, it's so unbelievably unfair.
I don't know. I mean, the last episode, which was surprisingly Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Cowardly Dog, the only one that lost, of course, is one of Courage's owners.
Really? So,
yeah.
Was it one of those episodes where both sides mutually decided to stop fighting?
I guess it was, but...
Because I honestly don't see either of them being violent to that degree.
Yeah, no, they weren't.
Honestly, that kind of ticks me off because I haven't watched Death Battle in years, mainly because it just there were some times where you know that you definitely want to see the fight, but there are times where there's just little to no explanation for why the fighting is happening. It's just, hey, these two people have run into each other. Let's watch as they try to kill each other for no reason. It just doesn't really seem in character for some of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just part of the original built-in premise, but they have been getting a little bit better as the years have gone by. And
Bless you.
God, I wish I could close this damn door.
But yeah, in
Bless you.
In the third movie, Marty goes back to 1885 and he accidentally rips the fuel line on the DeLorean. So, as it turns out, all this time the engine required gas to actually move the thing. And so, basically, without any gas, they can't move the DeLorean. If they can't move the DeLorean, it can't get up to 88 miles per hour. So, they get the idea to push the DeLorean with a train. And that's basically where the whole train concept comes from.
Okay. Yeah, I thought there was a train in one of those films that was trying to help the DeLorean.
Yep. I gotta admit, there's like one moment of that movie that is like, it's so funny in how simple it is. You see, when Marty meets up with Doc in 1885, Doc has set himself up as a blacksmith, and inside of his workshop, there's like this big, absolutely enormous, huge steam-powered machine, and as Doc and Marty are talking, some steam whistles go off, and Doc starts fiddling with knobs, and he asks for Marty's assistance, and once they basically have it all done, the machine starts emitting out like this steam, this burst of cold air, and Doc holds a bowl underneath it, and out comes a single cube of ice. Doc takes it and puts it into his iced tea. Iced tea? Like that huge, gigantic machine to make one ice cube. And the look on Doc's face as he's doing this, it's like, iced tea?
Okay, I'm the type of person to like iced tea, but even I feel that's kind of overkill.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that the only reason that Doc did all of that was just to prove that he could. Because, I mean, he comes from an age where technology is abundant and all these luxuries are possible and ready at your fingertips. And so maybe building that was a means of regaining his normalcy. Because you gotta admit, being trapped in the past, it's probably a very traumatizing experience. So who knows what someone could really do with themselves in order to keep sane. So I guess this is probably his best bet of like not going absolutely crazy.
Yep. By the way, there's like one building over there that's like covered.
Oh, really?
Not sure what it is.
I think that might be the diner where most of the other scenes with the teenagers take place.
All right.
But I still don't see Old Man Jones' manure truck.
We all good over there?
Yep.
97.
Dang tree. You really like ringing that bell, don't you?
No.
Uh-huh. Ah, there's the other side of it.
Hey, Aussie Quoto.
I'm just cleaning it.
I can dig it. The clock even looks like it's been burned, too.
Now, let's see.
Oh.
You gotta get the underside of the puma.
What the heck? Aw, connection timed out.
Oh man.
So wait, did it end on your end as well?
Yeah, it timed out for some dumb reason.
Man, somebody doesn't want you to finish this set. Biff.
Damn you, Biff!
Okay,
Oh,
I'll see if I'll bring you back in.
Right?
And don't forget, there's a spot under the puma that you missed.
I know. I was literally in the midst of cleaning that myself.
Jeez, and we were just about finished with this thing. I was making some good time with, like, in the outside. Alright. I'm back in. I'm turning on the co-op. And I'm getting you back in here.
I hear the clock tower. But yeah, that's like an iconic moment in the movie because that's the moment where Marty realizes that nope, it's all real. Because Marty has basically grown up his entire life in Hill Valley, and that clock tower has been silent because it was struck by lightning and hasn't basically ticked ever since. But he ends up back in 1955 in the first movie. He's trying to convince himself this is all going to be just a bad dream. And then he walks through Hill Valley Square, here, this exact location, and as he's basically looking around, looking at everything, seeing how fresh and new everything looks, the clock tower chimes, and he's like, oh dear.
Whoopsies!
Yep. Of course, there was also a bit of a harrowing moment where Marty tries to drive back to his home, except the neighborhood where he lives, or more accurately where his parents live, hasn't even been built yet.
Oops. Alrighty. Let me check what else is left.
No, then. You foiled me once, Pumbaa, but not this time. This time I will be victorious.
You called the puma Pumbaa?
Yes, and I'll do it again. You cannot stop me.
There we go. Ah. There we go. Oh. Get me up there. I don't mind these bigger jobs, but sometimes it's a little too big.
Yep. I mean, like, they probably could have started us off, like, on a few smaller things. Like Biff's Ford, for example.
Yeah. Let's see. That's done.
You know, it really is ironic that with Back to the Future, at least with the first movie, it's not really about the time travel. It's more or less about... it's more or less kind of like a relationship drama.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? A comedic relationship drama.
Yep. The time travel basically is like there tangentially, but it's not like 100% what the plot is devoted around. In a way, it is basically dealing with the consequences of traveling through time, but...
Yeah. This is why you don't mess with time.
Alrighty, there's the clock. Oh, they're panther statues.
Ah. Well, technically, panthers are like a classification of big cats, so...
And Alex said that they're pumas. Ah, there it is. The mess is on the back. There we go.
Well, yeah, but I checked the thing. It specifically says panther, so...
Yeah. You probably got
So Turn has no idea what he's talking about.
Yep. Come on.
Well, that is a point. He really doesn't.
Alright. Okay. I think they're supposed to move.
Yeah.
Yep. It is a clockwork, after all.
Yeah, there's a gear that's, like, still...
Grimy.
dirty. And the verdict says...
Which one is it?
Hang on, let me just get this on the stubby gun. I think it's the one above.
Wait, Here,
Let me just close that so I can see what I'm doing. Ah, there it is.
Man, this
Thank
is making
goodness.
me want to...
Yeah, the very top of it is dirty.
Ah.
Thankfully, my parkour skills is aiding me in this cleaning endeavor.
Oh, you got it.
There we go.
Alright, what's
Yay.
next?
Yay, celebratory bell!
Clock tower door frame. Which is down below. No, that's the entrance door frame. So the clock tower door frame should be this one. Up. Yep, yes it is.
Man, all these clockwork gears are making me want to play the Minecraft Create mod.
Yeah, from
So
what
weird
little
going
bit
to an
I've
area where everything is
seen-
clean.
From what little bit I've seen, it does seem pretty fun. Ah, there's the trouble. Have a sneaky suspicion that it's behind this. Oh, this desk is not clean.
That is a big smudge.
If only this door can close.
I know, right? Like, we can close and open everything else except that.
Ah!
I got the light.
The dreaded 99%.
Alrighty.
Apparently this isn't full clean.
Entrance window pediments. Ah, it's these things. Well, good thing. There's a ladder.
It's a good thing that you're not affected by gravity, apparently.
Yeah. Aha!
Although, that building that's covered up, that might be where the crash happened. It's just that... No, it didn't crash into a building, so why would they have the building covered up?
There we go. And now, what's an entablature?
Entablature. Clock tower entablature. Well, I'm guessing that it has something to do with a tablet.
God knows it's not telling me.
Okay. Oh, it's probably on the outside.
I'll keep looking up here.
There's like... No, it's not these. I'm gonna go back up there and see if there's like something that's glowing white. Because apparently there's a total of 6 of those things and you've already cleaned up 5.
Yeah, so it's likely something up here.
Tablature.
Oh. Unless...
Alright, it's called for desperate measures.
Ah! Found it! The entablatures are these big white pieces that's like underneath the thing. One of these things is not clean. Oh! Just saw it. Just saw it. I just saw a smudge on one.
Yeah, I saw it too, but I don't know. It looks like you were shooting right at it, so why isn't it going through?
Ah, it's the one on the side. That's why. Hang on. I gotta move it over.
Alright.
That's what happened. They count they count the sides as a separate thing.
Ah.
Whoa! A bit of minor clipping with the zip line. Okay. Oh!
Got it.
Save the clock tower!
Save the clock tower.
I'm coming.
That's one heck of a job, Power Watcher. Thank you. Can't wait to sit down with the others now and get those scissors working. Feels like there's been a part of a truly something special here. We couldn't be more pleased with your work, and if anything else comes up, we'll get back to you in the future. Thanks a lot. Oh!
What is it?
It's the Holomax Theater!
Oh man, the Hollowbacks in 1889. That's when the second movie was made.
1989. That's the year I was born.
Yay!
Hey, PowerWash Services, how's it going? Hope you enjoyed your previous time with us. We would like you to come back for more silver screen jet wash action. We got a green light for another 2 movies, which we're filming back to back. For these, we're time traveling all over the place, back to the wild, wild west of 1885 to the far-flung future of 2015, even to a bleak alternate present. It's a real mind melter. Unfortunately, the first minds to be melted were those of the production crew. They started work on Hill Valley Town Square in the future to build this incredible-looking futuristic movie theater, but then trashed us if it's in the bleak alternate present. You know what? I'm getting a feeling I'm in danger of melting another mind here. So let's just say we got another grubby and strange-looking movie theater we'd like you to wash down for your inevitable and excellent fashion. Thanks a lot. And I think we'll make this the last job.
Yeah, that seems like a good spot to end it.
Yeah, especially since I've got plans with my sister.
And I've got plans with my family as well.
And I have a shoe. Oh, never mind.
Oh man, this
Okay,
always happens, doesn't it?
Oof. Wow, this is a mess.
I wonder if you're done cleaning this thing, is the Hollowback's shark going to pop out? That would be.
You know what? There may be a high chance because I did see something like that in the trailer.
Oh my god.
Hey, Power Washer! Welcome back to a small, dirty corner of the future. When they finish this, that the entire town is going to look like it's 2015. Can you imagine that far forward? Actually, yes, we can because we live there.
Yeah, that was so disappointing.
Also, I've heard rumors about the film's predictions. I'll run them past you once I found my notebook. Oh, Alex is now production assistant. He's no longer an intern.
Yep, that's usually how it goes.
Imagine this is just straight up like like an actual person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe this Alex actually is someone who was involved in the production, and this is kind of like, I don't know, their story.
And here's a real fun trick that special effects team had done for the movie theater if you want to try it out. Oh. Just stand on the magical marker on the road and wait for the magic. Oh, 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 oh!
shark still looks fake.
Funny you should say that. That's the name of the trophy.
Jaws 19, directed by Max Spielberg. That's so funny. Because around this time, Jaws 4, Jaws the Revenge, was just coming out, and the slogan for that movie was, "This time, it's really personal," and, well, now... they basically, predicted that they would just keep making Jaws movies. 15 movies later, they're still making them. Now, this time it's really, really personal. And it's directed by Max Spielberg, Steven Spielberg's son.
Has Max Spielberg ever directed any films?
I'm actually not sure. I mean, I honestly think that if he actually did get into the business, his name alone would have gotten a lot of recognition by now.
Okay. All you say was that was fun.
Yeah.
For once, it didn't just appear out of nowhere without a warning. We were actually given the option of activating the dang shark.
Yeah. That way you couldn't be caught off guard. You had to be in exactly the right spot. I just kind of wish that they had done that for the DeLorean. Like, they should have had the marker where you guys had to stand in order to get it to work.
This has got to be the most fun DLC since we did the SpongeBob one.
Yep.
SpongeBob.
You could definitely tell that the devs had fun with this DLC. So I promise you from predictions from the film, right? Strap yourself in. Oh boy. Had an itch. Prediction 1. There will be flying cars galore in 2015. Still working on that.
We do have self-driving cars.
Yep. Oh, I think that's for sure. You'll be surprised if we had them by 1995. Still working on it.
Yeah. So disappointing.
I really hope that we had them by 1995. I turned 30. It'll be a great to have my party in space. I want to talk to the Jetsons about that one. Now there's a cartoon I remember. They played reruns a lot when I was a kid. I think they still do.
Probably. Maybe not
Definitely
on
on
Cartoon
Boomerang.
Network, but on Boomerang, yeah.
I don't think I have Boomerang in Canada.
Well, Boomerang's an app now, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Worst case scenarios, I could show you Boomerang when you eventually come over to the States.
Okay. Look at that Jaws 19 poster.
Yep. I honestly think that what would be great is if, hidden all over this place, they had movie posters for the other Jaws movies, because back in 2015, to celebrate the fact that, like, not only was it Back to the Future's, like, 30th anniversary, but also the anniversary, like, the year that the Back to the Future Part 2 takes place in, they did a whole bunch of fake promos and whatnot for, like, they did a commercial for the hoverboard, for the adjusting jacket for the hat that Marty Jr. wears, but they also did like a fake movie trailer for Jaws 19 that basically listed off the missing 15 Jaws sequels. Like, they had so many ridiculous ideas that I kind of want to see what those movies would look like, because they just sound so funny. Like, there was one that was going to be, like, Disco Jaws. There was one where Jaws takes Manhattan. There was a Jaws in cyberspace.
Prediction 2, hoverboards. Okay, that one's kind of a real thing.
Sort of, but no. Yes, but no.
We're still working on that one.
Yeah, you've gotten close. Gotta say it's skeptical. It's a big ask. I don't blame you. I mean, skating feels like a fad already. Wheels on a plank? Come on! Although, if we have hoverboards, surely we would have hover shoes. Now that's a big reach
Accurately
right
predict
there.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Please let us have hover shoes by 2015. I'll be 50 and I could host a disco on a lake or something.
Poor guy.
Oh boy, he'd be sorely disappointed. I mean, some of them did kind of come true, just not in the way the movie put it. There we go.
And everything in the future was fusion powered. You could see fusion all over the place.
You...
John?
Ah!
There we go. Ooh, getting nice and clean.
Yeah, thankfully it's a lot more open than the previous.
Yeah.
By the way, can you tell where I'm at?
Probably on top of the roof.
Yep, you are at the very tippy top of the roof.
Indeed I am.
Oh my god!
Truly I am Magneto, for I am the master of gravity and metal. There we go.
I just gotta be careful not to, like, touch that magic spot again.
Afraid of sharks now?
No, just didn't want activating again just yet.
We do have technology now that's somewhat like those, hollow sharks.
Oh, yeah. We got pretty far with that one.
Yeah. 3D movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
I'm gonna save this for last. It's too funny for me to get rid of right now.
It's a gnome?
Not quite.
Okay, what you got up there? You got me all curious. I'm coming up there. Prediction 3, Jaws night. There we go. Come on, get me up there. Jury's out on that one. Okay, I'm having trouble. Why am I having so many troubles with ladders?
I guess you just can't move up in life.
There we go. I mean, who would want to watch a shark movie? There's so much story there. You'd be surprised, Alex.
You know, I actually had the opportunity, like, me and my dad rewatched the Jaws sequels, like, for the first time in a long time a couple of months ago. It's the first time...
See it? Right here.
Oh, for crying out loud!
What is it?
It's a derpy smiley face. Especially if you branch out to Hammerheads. But I think a maximum number of films for any franchise is 3, right? Tell that to the Land Before Time.
Yeah.
I'm not counting Star Wars, because even though it technically has 9 episodes, they were both made in very different periods and had a very different set of characters all three times.
Yeah, and Alex says, I mean, it's getting a bit silly, right? Ooh, wouldn't you know it, Alex? Wouldn't you know it?
But anyways, my point is that, honestly, when you get to it, I honestly don't think that the Jaws sequels are all that bad, and I think that the reason why people hate them is because the special effects really are terrible. Because, I mean, objectively speaking, the special effects from Jaws 3 are the worst, but I think that Jaws 2 and Jaws the Revenge, while they're not nearly as good as the original Jaws, I think that they're just okay.
Eh? Well, I've never seen any of the Jaws films because you know me and horror films. Yes, I'm a chicken about it, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Chicken of the sea.
Trust me, those films really did a lot for those poor sharks' reputations. In all honesty, sharks aren't as bloodthirsty as people are making them out to be. Some of them can be quite silly. I mean, there's this like very interesting shark called the lemon shark that when you flip it onto its belly, it actually becomes pretty calm.
Yeah, that's weird.
Now, dolphins, on the other hand.
Yeah, while the films portray dolphins to be these fun-loving creatures and everything else, they're really not.
Was that said by the guy, or was that you?
That was me.
Aw. I was laugh at the guy that followed up without like talking about dolphins. Like
yeah, no, I remember all the Casual Geographic stuff we've been watching.
Yeah.
And I'm very tempted to buy the guy's book.
Yeah. Man, it's just so incredible because it's like just a few years ago that guy was really just starting out, and now he's got this huge following and he's basically got a book out.
Mm-hmm.
Really makes me wonder what the heck I'm doing wrong.
Okay. Do.
I guess there's really not much to say about cleaning up this grime.
Yeah, nope. Thank goodness they let us use our most powerful power washer for this job.
Yep.
A nice old reward of our progress. or your progress rather. I technically haven't earned a single one of these things.
Hey, at least it's something for you to, like, tune out and have fun with.
Yep, that is definitely good. But yeah, after this, they had better friggin' do a Jurassic Park DLC. It's like, it's practically gift wrapped for them at this point.
Yep.
I mean, you could be cleaning up Jurassic 12, and suddenly you hear a Dilophosaur hooting in the background, get you to turn around, and then maybe you find the land explorers, and then you feel the ground shaking. That would be so good.
Link?
Yeah?
Please no.
Come on!
I am not in the mood to be chased by dinosaurs. But considering what they done with the DeLorean and everything, I wouldn't be too surprised.
I mean, it's not the being chased by the dinosaurs is all that bad. It's what you have to do. It's worrying about what you do if you get caught.
I do not wish to be a bite-sized snack for a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Don't worry, you don't need to be
Kitsune
faster
chips
than...
are off the menu.
Don't worry, you don't have to be faster than the T-Rex. You just got to be faster than me.
Or you just gotta stay still.
That did them so good in the movie.
It actually did. The only problem is that by the time they figured out to hold still, she already knew that they were there.
Alrighty. Oh wait, you gotta be kidding me.
Although technically, I mean, you're a Kitsune, you've got Foxfire. If you basically make smoke, like it might throw off her scent.
You know what? That's a good idea. Just as long as I don't scorch my own tails.
You would think that you would have your own built-in immunity to that. This time it's really, really personal.
Alright, let's see.
You know, I gotta admit, Marty basically did have a mission to accomplish by basically, like, making sure that his son didn't go along with what Griff's gang was planning, but honestly, if Marty had time to kill, like, while in 2015, I'd honestly check out the Holomax and basically see Jaws 19, because
yeah.
I'm just too curious. I have to know.
That'll definitely be something you would like, and then analyze every little bit of the film.
Yeah, because I mean, it's gotta be an experience that is worth going just to have, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Doc did give him a 50. Although
And considering how expensive movies can be, I wouldn't be too surprised if it would cost $50.
Yeah. Then again, Doc did tell him to basically, like, try not to touch anything, don't talk to anybody, and try not to look at anything. Within 2 hours of his arrest, Martin McFly Jr. was tried, convicted, and sentenced to 10 years in the state penitentiary? Within 2 hours? The justice system works swiftly in the future now that they've abolished all lawyers. That joke right there came directly from Steven, I swear, because Spielberg absolutely hates lawyers. Even though he had one, he definitely does not like lawyers.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, what else do we need to clean on this place?
Well, you got the derpy smile?
Yeah, you got the derpy smile. There we go.
Oh, it's worse. Next week your daughter attempts to break him out of jail and she gets set up for 20 years. I have a daughter?
Oof.
I mean, I really wonder what's the circumstances on that were. I mean, his daughter tries to break her brother out of jail. What the heck? This one single event sets off a chain reaction that destroys your entire family.
There we go. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh's not good.
I'm stuck!
She's stuck. She's stuck. She's stuck.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm out. Right
Damn,
then.
Sibber. You were fine.
Okay. Oh boy.
Apparently this Jaws 19 thing isn't clean yet.
Whoops! Didn't mean to activate the shark!
That is funny. The idea that you just basically set the scaffolding on it and that sets it off.
There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of minor lag all of a sudden. We're definitely going to call it here.
Yeah, it's been kind of choppy on my end.
There we go. Alright, lower feature wall, Holomax ladder, and entry pilaster. And I found the entry pilaster. Okay. So, everything else... Let's see here.
It's this O, but I have no clue why it isn't clean yet.
Let's see here. Lower.
I see no hint of grime anywhere on it.
Ah, this thing. Okay. Alright, I'm coming up there to help you out.
Yeah, because the O, but I don't see, again, what is the deal. Oh, I think I found it now. There we go.
Yay, we got it!
Yay!
2015, you mean we're in the future.
2015? You mean we're in the future?
Alrighty. That's one heck of a job, Power Watcher. Thank you. Can't... Oh, okay, that's an old one.
Yeah, that's the old one.
Well, can already feel her inner conflict now.
I have a feeling this is the last job.
It very well might be.
Screw it.
You guys want to keep going?
She likes trains.
But
I thought
first,
that you were a
let's
train
activate.
enthusiast.
No, I just have... That would just be my father.
I couldn't resist. Alright,
Yeah.
one more job. I mean, we got through these things pretty quickly. Oh. Now, I'm surprised that we didn't get any new words from that last one.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah, anyways, Doc's
Maybe
time
it's a
train. Hey pal, thanks for fitting us in again. We're wrapping up the third and final, we do mean final film now, no? And boy, the scheduling's getting tight. We went back to the Wild West in this one, which actually means we got time-traveling steam locomotive. How else is Doc going to ride those timelines? Not sure what's happened, but the time train looks like it's been driven through a rainbow. And don't know if it has anything to do with some multicolored logs that we used in an earlier scene to get the old train up to 88 miles per hour. Regardless, we need to clean up our next shot. I'll leave you to it. You know what you're doing. Thanks a lot.
I had a feeling the moment that he said it looks like it's been through a rainbow.
So yeah, this is the last, if I'm assuming correctly, this is going to be the last job of the PowerWash special, which is actually gone a lot quicker than the SpongeBob one. There's not as many big items and anything else, and a lot of cool effects. Oh my gosh, and it's got a lot of moving parts.
Yep, that's kind of how it goes. Marty! It runs on Steam!
Well, here we go. Hello again. Looks like this is going to be our last job together. It's the final scene of the entire trilogy. Yep, this is the last job. And look, Alex has been moved up to script supervisor.
Aww.
Dang, we really went by pretty quick.
Yep, and you're already at 5% now.
Choo choo.
I still really would like to know how Doc was able to build all this, though, considering that the big problem was that he couldn't fix the DeLorean because replacement parts that he needed wouldn't be available until 1947, and yet he's able to put this together. The prevailing theory is that he was basically able to reverse engineer technology from the hoverboard that Marty brought back from 2015, so that might be the only explanation that I can think of.
Yeah. And hey, it doesn't hurt to have the moving parts sorts out. I don't know about you, but this is exactly how I expected Time Machine to look. It was made by a inventor who traveled back to the future before becoming stuck back in 1885.
Time-traveling train. How very eccentric.
Oh,
Oops, sorry,
yes.
I think I might have been a spoiler. Never change, Alex. Never change. I wonder with all these jobs that we did, our characters got free tickets to the films.
That'd be nice.
Probably. I know during my uncle's time providing security to movie places, that usually was a outcome.
Nice.
If not that, then at least a VHS copy. See, back before DVDs were the most popular thing.
Ah. The time train is based on the legendary Sierra Raleigh number 3 locomotive, which is a total Hollywood legend in its own right. Like career of any true movie star, it's always been derailed, marked for scrapping, but has always come back stronger. I believe it. I mean, look at this beaut. I love train jobs.
How many has this game actually had so far?
At least 2.
Yeah, at least 2.
Because there was another one that we did. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm. And then there was that whole subway station, but that was like more an area for trains rather than a train.
Yeah. Yep. That one didn't count.
Do. Trying to get behind these things. There we go. Get these wheels cleaned up. It definitely looked like it got hit by a bunch of rainbow logs. Such a pretty train.
Maybe for the next artwork I commissioned, I should try to just make it be of my character with his train.
Maybe. Whoop. Smokestacks all nicely cleaned up. Look at that, we're already 71%. And we've only been at this for about 10 minutes.
I guess it was the right decision, because there's no way we could make an entire stream out of this next time.
Yeah. Yeah, especially since there wasn't that many more jobs to do after.
Yep.
Well,
That's
at
the
least...
flux capacitor.
Yep.
It's on the front of the train because that's where the boiler is.
Mm-hmm. There we go. And the whole dang thing is clean.
Well, I wouldn't say the whole dang thing was clean.
Well, at least the housing is. Looks like you're nearly done, so I just want to say how great it's been having you on set. Aw, glad to help. Learn, I have no idea how you store all that water in that backpack of yours.
Hammer space.
Yeah, hammer space. Honestly, you and your gear belong in another of these movies, even further into the future. I think I got like a spare set or two you guys can borrow.
Yeah, we just had her into our van. It turns out it's actually a time machine.
Yeah.
We went back in time just to do this one job.
And the clincher would be, as we're climbing into the van, it says, time-traveling DeLorean? Give me a break. And then the van goes back to the future.
Yeah. Now that sounds fun.
Yep.
I thought all we were alien the time travel from the present.
Yeah, that whole alien thing.
Yep.
And to think that we went into that thinking that we were redoing somebody's van or camper.
Yeah, the RV. I was like, what the heck? Hi.
Oh yeah. Hello.
Unbelievable.
I love how there's just two magnets.
Unbelievable, like the windows on the cars, they look like clocks.
Very fitting considering everything.
Yep.
They better not make a remake of these films or else the fans will riot.
Yep. Basically, Bob Zemeckis has said that he doesn't want any kind of fourth film, he doesn't want any kind of remake, and somehow or another he has managed to maintain control of the franchise and basically kind of prevent the studios from getting their hands on it.
Good. Good man.
The problem is that Bob Zemeckis could easily end up being a Steven Hillenburg situation, where the studio has basically got nothing but time, and all they have to do is wait until, yeah.
Unless he writes it in a legal will saying, "Do not touch Back to the Future." All he has to do is do that, and he's good.
I mean, maybe he could possibly will it to somebody.
Yeah.
Someone that he hopes has the mental fortitude to hold off from any sort of offer.
Mm-hmm.
Although it is basically kind of interesting to think about what could possibly happen next, because I mean, Telltale Games, the ones that basically did all those point-and-click adventure games, the one that did the Jurassic Park game, they actually did a Back to the Future game too.
Oh.
Yep, and they had like their own little trilogy that basically could be a 4, 5, and 6 for Back to the Future. I think that the stories are, well, they're definitely interesting, I'll tell you that.
They weren't too bad.
They weren't too bad. They weren't.
Okay.
They weren't necessarily bad, and I think that I think that it definitely should. It is enough to kind of tide fans over, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes. Now we get to my least favorite part about this whole process: finding the little bit of gunk that hasn't been cleaned yet.
Well, I found a bunch of it on the heat pipes.
Yep, all because this game requires you to be a bloody perfectionist.
Except when it doesn't.
There we go.
Your seed hole area gets clean as well as I have, Link.
Oh.
This game picks and decides which spots are more important than others.
Yep.
Okay, Finn's done. Let's see now. Oh, I didn't finish the bellows completely. Whee! Okay, that's done. Next, the cap coupler. Aha!
Well, apparently I managed to clean up the divine rod. You're welcome, God.
Oh, got the coupler. Alright, next, door hinges. Apparently the window's not done either.
Really makes me wonder how Doc was able to get his hands on a locomotive engine. I mean, I wonder, did he salvage what remained of the locomotive that they used to push the DeLorean initially?
Who knows? Cab front windows. Okay, they're on the other side. Ah, there they are. Alright, next. Cab window awnings. Ah, well, good thing it's this one. There we go. Next. The flux field regulator mallets.
I think I saw some of those. They were bouncing back and forth.
A mallet pad. Okay, it's on the other side.
Yep. I really wonder what those actually do. What they're for.
There we go. Okay, there's a pad that's not clean. And it's this one! There we go.
So, Doc, where are you headed now? Back to the future?
Front wheel.
I've already been there.
It's the other one. Oh, wait. That's this little one. There we go. Reactor car flux boxes. Wow.
Only worth 75 cents, huh?
Oh, I didn't fully clean the run board.
Da, 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 da.
Oh.
Where's this accursed thing?
They're on the side behind the coupler where a couple of pipes is going down.
Yeah, the cops
Got
on
it.
the side on the back car, they lead into them.
Alright, next. The reactor car generator vents. Looks like there's one. Aha! Must be on top. Oh. Oh, you got it. Oh. Reactor time loop knife. Must be these sharp things. Yep. There's the one at the bottom. There we go. Car wheel trucks. Yeah, there we are.
Here we go.
Oh, you got the temporal amplifier. Nice. Okay,
Yes, I got the thingy.
steam test pipe.
Well, it should be simple.
No, it's not that.
Come on, glow white, damn you.
Gesundheit.
Oh, it's this thing on the side here.
Yeah.
Yay! Whoa!
Oh, it's going.
Wait, take me with you!
Oh, oh.
It's coming back! What?
Dun, 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 dun.
So, any message?
Give me a minute.
I don't think there's any way Alex can give an explanation for that one.
Okay, I did get one for the movie theater. And it's sparkling just great. And look, he got us right back into it. Can't wait to see Marty's face once we're all set up and that truck flies out at him. Can't tell you exactly what's next, but keep your pager handy. It's probably going to need to again very soon. Okay, here we go. Another outstanding job. Thank you. I admit I was skeptical that such a thing as a PowerWash could be good for us, but you've been terrific through the production of all 3 films. I'll put word out for you. Who knows? Maybe there may be more productions in contact with you someday. Thanks a lot and all the best.
Maybe there'll be more productions, huh?
All I could say is, wow!
Oh. But I just don't get it. Why the pretense of pretending that all this is just a movie?
No idea, but either way, on that odd note, that is the end of the Back to the Future special. Yeah. Anyways, they weren't kidding about melting mines. That train's not coming back, is it?
Well, it hasn't reappeared for like the last 40 years or so.
Well, at least it dropped the ladder.
Yeah.
Chaos?
Yep.
Okay. Anyways, I'd like to thank both Chaos and Link for joining me on this crazy journey.
It was fun, and I was glad to be here.
Yeah. I'd like to thank the devs for pulling those fast ones with us.
Yep.
And, if it's an anniversary for Back to the Future, well, happy anniversary to that. And I'll see you next time when we get the Warhammer stuff. And we'll bring Gad along.
And remember...
Yeah, I'm gonna go kind of decompress from all that. And yeah, any last words for the viewers, guys?
Remember,
1 second.
the future hasn't been written yet. Your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
I like trains.
Okay. Anyways, see everyone, and remember, the real magic you have is your imagination. And a bunch
that
of
Hollywood magic.
yeah, that Hollywood magic. My God, those were some very realistic effects. Yeah. Anyways, bye everyone.
Bye.
Pagers. Anyways, see ya.